All right, so here we are. Actually, I know we've just jumped right into the application. So assuming that you've gone to commonapp.org, you've said apply or create an account, this is where you land in the application. Again, with that launch in July of our new visual identity, also means that the application itself kind of looks differently. Nothing drastic, but we've actually done a lot behind the scenes to make the application itself more accessible for those who may have physical or learning disabilities or are using visual aids. We also have made the application more mobile friendly. So if you are on on your cell phone, for example, and you are doing the application on a web browser, you're going to find that it is a much more friendly experience as you are filling out the application. But once you're in the application, I like to say that you start on the college search tab, and that is where you will be able to really look up schools. Again, whether it is you just want to add a school to your list or you want to find certain schools. And so the more filters, when you click on it, you can find the schools that have no application fee for international applicants. You can find ones that have different essay writing requirements or test policy requirements if they do not require SAT or ACT scores. So that is all on the college search tab. You also, on this tab, you'll see here, there's a button that says application requirements. That is the full requirements grid of all Common App member colleges and all of their admission plans. It is basically like a large Excel spreadsheet that you can actually sort, and you can find, okay, how many teacher letters of recommendation are required, how many, what is their testing policy. All of that is right there in that application requirements. So moving over, I've left the college search, assuming I've added some schools to my list, and now I'm on the Common App tab. This is really where you put in the majority of your information for the application. On the left are the 7 different sections of the Common App. So you have your profile information, which is general demographic information, your family information, your education, testing, activities, writing, and then the 7th section, courses and grades, which I will talk about in a moment. And some of these I'll also just highlight. Just so that you're aware, because again, it can feel like an overwhelming process, we have instructions and help on the right-hand side of every screen in the application. And usually there are FAQs related to whatever page you're on that help direct you so that if you have questions, you can check the FAQs, or you can click more or read more. It'll take you out to Common App's Solution Center, where there are additional FAQs, as well as the ability to reach out to a member on our Solution Center team. So we have the help there. We also have embedded videos. On this screen, you can see this View Education tutorial. When you open that, it actually has a quick 2-minute video tutorial. So it lets you know what you need to know as you fill out that section. Each one of the sections here has a video tutorial. There are also other video tutorials around other parts of the process. For example, signing on the FERPA waiver that allows your counselor and teachers to submit those letters of recommendation on your behalf. Okay, so some other things I just wanted to highlight. Within the application, in any section, not all questions are required. Only the ones that have the red asterisk are the required questions that you need to answer in order to have a complete application to submit. I say this because we know that some of the questions do not apply to all students, all schools, especially as we think about students applying from outside of the US. A question we get a lot from international students is about class rank, GPA, when that is not something that is familiar or something that is done in their schools. So just to point out here within the grades section of the application, you'll notice that class rank is not a required question. GPA is also not a required question. So if those things do not apply to you, you can certainly leave them blank or select none. The blue box on the right here, how do I report my class rank and GPA? That is one of those FAQs that exists on our app support or solution center website. So good to know, you can always head out to app support and you can type into the search box anything that you're looking for, whether it's class rank, GPA, courses and grades. There are thousands of FAQs out there.